All right, guys, thank you for joining me. Today is Daniel the Adjuster telling you how to become an insurance adjuster and to get deployed this year. I know every one of you is sitting there going, how in the world am I going to get deployed for this next storm? I mean, we are at the precipice of an amazing event. Well, when a hurricane hits, hundreds of adjusters run in to help people rebuild. Well, rebuild by creating these estimates and getting people some money, right? Well, but who actually gets deployed first? Well, if you're hoping to work on your first catastrophe event this year, here's exactly how you're going to make it happen. First and foremost, you got to get licensed. Get your adjuster's license for the state that you live in. Now, if your state doesn't require one, then you'll apply for a designated home state license like Texas or Florida. You'll take that 40-hour course, pass the exam, and you're official. That license number is your ticket to start applying for deployments. I'd love to make it simple as that, but that just means that you're able to handle insurance claims for that specific state. If you are licensed in Florida and the hurricane hits Texas, well, obviously that license will not work. You'll have to apply for all the coastal states that a hurricane could potentially hit. Now, the great thing about Florida is that it is reciprocal to a lot of other states, meaning once you pass the exam in that one state, you can then take the exam, basically fill out the paperwork, and because you pass the exam in that one state, Florida, let's say, they are going to give you the additional state. They say, hey, you passed the exam, you clearly are skilled as an adjuster as far as the testing goes, we will then give you that license. That's a big perk. You want to do that for as many licenses as you can afford because you never know where this hurricane is going to occur. Okay, that being said, now you have to get some training and certifications. They're not going to hire you unless you know how to use the software. Xactimate is the software of choice for most insurance companies in the industry. What you want to do is you want to take a course to learn how this software works. A link in the description, I actually have a course that can help you get through this process. It is second to none as far as I'm concerned. I will teach you how to use this software. Xactimate certification is the most important certification that you will need. You will also need certifications for different insurance carriers, say State Farm, Liberty Mutual, USAA, a couple others. You will need to get specific training for their carrier certifications in order to handle those claims. The next important part of being an adjuster is, yes, you are licensed, yes, you may have some certifications, and you may have a great resume, which I strongly recommend that you do, but no one is going to find you. So the next step is going to be getting on insurance firms' rosters. Okay, now let me explain what the firm roster is. The insurance company will not hire you directly to handle their insurance claims. You're going to have to go through a firm. A firm is the throughput from the insurance company to you. So what you're going to do is you're going to contact the firms, and there's tons of them, and best location to find those would be catadjuster.org. It is a list of tons and tons of adjusting firms that you can sign up and get listed on. Now, the reason why you want to be on this firm is because now you're telling the insurance company through the firm that you are interested in working those insurance claims. So the more firms that you get listed on, the more opportunities you have to get deployed by these insurance companies. Now, how that works is the insurance company is going to call up the firm and they're going to say, hey, during this event, I need 40 adjusters to go to Florida to handle State Farm claims. Okay, that firm is going to look at their list and they're going to look for the most qualified, potentially, or certified adjusters that are on their roster, listed in their firm, and who have licenses up to date for that state wherever the event occurred. They're going to call you up and say, hey, we have a deployment. Would you be interested in deploying to Florida to handle some claims? And if you're the lucky one, as well as the lucky other 39, then they will deploy you to that location to start handling claims for that insurance company. So it's a cool thing. Well, think about it. If you're not listed on the firms, how are you going to get the call? So make sure you fill out lots of adjusting firm roster applications so that you can be always ready for that phone call when it comes. Okay, the next and most important part is to be prepared. Who wants to get a call to go on a catastrophe and you're not prepared? Make sure you have a laptop. Make sure that it is ready to go. It's got all your software on it. It's got all your programs like Word, Excel, all the different things that you're going to need for this deployment. You're going to have that all up and running on that laptop, ready to go. You also want to have all of your personal belongings set up ahead of time. I use something called a cat bucket, which is basically a big bin that has a lot of the things that I repeat and use over and over again on every deployment that I go to. It might be as simple as a coffee maker, or a portable printer, or a scanner, or batteries, or chargers, extra tape measures, the pads that are in the bottom of my cougar paw boots, extra of those. Lots of things will be needed in that cat bucket, whether it's even a rope or potentially a harness, extra gloves, a fix-a-flat, in case you get a flat tire while you're on the way. So lots of different things will be set up in your bin ready for deployment. Okay, so let's say you've got your laptop ready, you got your software, your certifications, licenses, you're on the roster. Now, one of the more important parts is your mindset. You're going to be working some extremely long hours, frustrating times because you're in a brand new area. You could potentially be in an area that has limited power, limited, maybe there's a lot of destruction in the area that you're in. It all depends on where you locate yourself. Maybe there'll be some frustrations involved with that. Maybe food will not be as easily readily available. Maybe gas will be hard to get as far as filling up your vehicle. So all of these things need to have a new mindset, mental mindset that's ready for a big event like this. And make sure you are ready for the stresses that could come up and not get overstressed. It's really going to blow you up. You're not going to be able to do a good file if you're stressed. All right, so that was a quick description of how to be prepared for your CAT event and as an adjuster. But hey, check out my links in the description. I have lots of things here to help you become the best adjuster. Don't forget to leave me a comment in the description letting me know what state you're watching from, what status are you in, are you a new adjuster, an experienced adjuster, or just looking into this. And I can help you out with any questions that you have. Feel free to leave those in the description. So for now, like, comment, subscribe to Daniel the Adjuster here, helping you become the best adjuster.